Hey folks, this is Kieran from Keys Minis. Welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're going to take a look at Orc Skin Tone. It's a variation that I like to play with. I like to have my skin tones a little different for each Orc model, but this is one of them that I'm using, and it gives you a sort of a more muted palette rather than the kind of bright, vibrant Orcs you can sometimes get. I'm mainly going to be working on the arms and the neck on this one, but I do have another model that I'll showcase as well. Towards the end I'll show you the face, but I'll try and cover a separate tutorial on how I paint my Orc faces in a future video, and I might even explore one of the other variations of skin tones I do with that.
The base two colours that we're going to use is Caliban Green and Lothran Forest, and we're going to use it in a glaze technique. This is the kind of muted effect we're looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to thin these two. We're going to mix these in a 1.1 ratio, and we're going to thin them down to a glaze consistency. Wipe away any excess off your brush so you've got better brush control when you're glazing. You're going to apply this glaze around 2 to 3 times, possibly up to 4 times on the model depending on what colour you have undercoated it. I've undercoated it grey, so I had to go around 4 times to get a darker consistency. When you're first applying this glaze it'll look really patchy. Don't worry, just as you work into the glaze, each layer, the colour starts to come together. From there we're going to increase the Lothran Green into the mix, and each time we're going to now glaze again this layer, so again make this really watery and then just rub any excess off so you've got perfect brush control. You're going to then start to highlight little areas on each part of the muscle, so we've got the nice undercoat that'll form the shadow area, and as we're adding this it'll add more to the mid-tones until the final highlight. So you're probably going to do this around 2 or 3 times. Again, each time you add a little bit more Lothran Forest to the mix for each glaze, and just highlight smaller areas. Our aim now is to go with a pure Lothran Green highlight, again at a glaze consistency, so you're going to probably apply this 2 or 3 times. Again, just make sure you're wiping that excess off on a paper towel, just so you've got better control. And now you're going to hit smaller points again. So after each kind of glaze highlight, we make each area a little bit smaller on the model. Now we're going to mix in a Lothran Forest with some Screamer Skull, and again it's going to go down to a glaze consistency, and all we're now going to do is highlight certain points of where the light captures on the top of the muscles. This next stage we're going to use back to that base mix of 1.1 Caliban Green and Lothran Forest, and then we're going to mix in some Kislev Flesh. What we're doing here is, again, we're going to use a glaze consistency, but what we're doing is creating fleshy areas on the knuckles and on the elbows of the Orc. If you want to make this more pinker as well, you can always add in another pinker colour like Screamer Pink.
Thank you for watching this week's tutorial on this orc skin tone variation that I do. Like I said, I'll try and cover one on the face real soon. I also have a video around a variation of wood grain that I do as well, which will be coming real soon, so keep an eye out for that. So if you have enjoyed the videos, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification button to stay up to date with future ones, and I'll see you in the next one.